About 18 hours of excitement has built up to this point from midnight yell in Fort Worth. Johnny flippin' football, wearing number 2, giving the Redskins a number 1, and paying even more to the NFL soon. Now, whether playing on this synthetic turf leads to more or less injuries remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, it will lead to a change in footwear. And from 2004 to the present, there's a foam, but there's also air compression bubbles on the outside in hopes of preventing concussions. 41 wins later, Texas A&M now hosts a one-time conference power in South Carolina. A lot has changed in the last 6 months here in Iola, including the fire department's logo and T-shirts to help support the department. From Johnny Manziel to Johnny Mugshot to Johnny Football to Johnny Heisman to Johnny Bucket List to Johnny Hancock. After what we saw here today, I'm asking myself why I'm standing outside instead of upstairs in that press box that Chancellor John Sharp called the best in the state. The road to Omaha may be congested right now, but the Aggie baseball team is just happy it's sitting in traffic. It's the last Tuesday in July, but it feels like a fall Saturday here at Kyle Field. You have to guard the line in the late innings. Danny Zardone, who came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th, wins it with a chopper down the third base line, and LSU moves into first place in the SEC West with a walk-off 4-3 victory. Aggie Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins in London against the Raiders on Sunday, and it doesn't seem to matter which country or what side of the pond Oakland is on, they're just not very good. Mizzou capitalizes on the error. It's Bond. Brett Bond slashing a hit to right. Ryan Howard heads home from second. Missouri on the board. It's a 2-1 game. Up 13 in the third, Wall driving to the hoop, completes a full 360, finishes off the window. This is what it looked like to the people with the expensive seats, minus, of course, the slow motion. One more time, if you were sitting on top of the backboard, Aggies get it back, and sometimes the best things in life are spontaneous, like a busted play. Hill keeps the football, has the first down, and a lot more. Number 7 running with a purpose, a pickup of 58. Blake Sims, all alone out of the gun, uncorks a bomb to a wide-open Kenyon Drake. Hold on, he's going home. 87 yards, Bama strikes first. Instead of kicking, they go for 2 and get burned. The Wildcats fumble, Mark Wagner scoops it up, and hopefully he brought the oxygen tank. Goes 99 yards. Today's World Cup update is not recommended by 4 out of 5 dentists. Uruguay's Luis Suarez appeared to bite an Italian defender during their match today. Suarez has been suspended 2 other times in his career for biting an opponent. Afterwards, he didn't give teeth to the story, not confirming or denying the bite, saying, quote, "These are just things that happen out on the pitch." Uruguay beat Italy 1-0. Always remember to floss. A huge crowd to witness Ian Kinsler's return to Texas. The second baseman goes yard off his former teammate Colby Lewis in his first at-bat of the game. The battle of the 2 best major league teams in Texas as the Rangers visit the Astros. It's hard to believe J.P. Arencibia is hitting under 200 because he always seems to make the highlights. Who's editing these things? In her first year on campus, just 31 games into her initial collegiate softball season, Tori Vidalis has let her bat and gaudy offensive numbers do most of the talking for the Aggies playing in the country's top conference.
The SEC is unbelievable with talent. I mean, every single team you play is going to be a challenge.
So far, she hasn't seemed challenged by much of anything. Heading into this weekend series with Alabama, number 5 leads the Ags with 8 home runs, 26 runs batted in, and her .337 batting average ranks 2nd on the team, all while posting a .948 fielding percentage at the hot corner.
She plays beyond her years, and that just speaks volumes for her, and she's always been that type of player. You know, she's very impactful, both on defensive and offensively, and I think she just kind of like handles that hot corner well, and she plays beyond her years.
She's extremely competitive at all times and really knows how to brush off a failure or a bad at-bat and come back and just be even better the next time. So just the way she handles herself with a real sense of maturity and a real understanding of the game is exceptional really for a freshman.
But she's just that, a freshman. A year ago, she was preparing for her senior prom. Now she's strutting through the SEC. So what brought Tori to Texas A&M?
I love the feeling and the atmosphere here. When I came here, I felt like I was right at home, and I just loved the the welcoming feeling that everyone had here, and it's just such a great place to go to school. I mean, everyone knows if you're going to A&M, so one day someone's going to be calling you boss. So I know it's just a great university to be at, and the softball program's amazing.